Hello, welcome back. I've been away for quite a while now on YouTube. I started doing a 50-day challenge the beginning of the summer holidays a little while ago, where I was doing 50 days of trying to exercise loads, eating a high carb, low fat, vegan diet, trying to get loads of sleep, trying to sort my life out. I'd taken inspiration from Durianrider and was seeing if I could try and shift all my sort of excess body weight and have more energy and change my life basically, on taking some of his advice on this high carb, low fat diet. And I was doing really well. It went great. I started sort of a week before the summer holidays. I had then all the children back home from university and I still got one at school, and I was documenting how I was getting on, and it was going great, and I was doing loads and loads of exercise, and I was getting a bit more confident on my bike, and my daughters were joining in, doing running and exercising, and my youngest daughter was going cycling with me, and life was great. I was eating loads of fruit, loads of vegetables. And then life happened big time in my life. I have a big family, and one thing after another happened. My youngest daughter had an accident and ended up with her hand in a cast for the summer holidays. We had a lot of sort of trips to the local hospital and fracture clinics and various things, and that took up a lot of time. And also it meant she couldn't come cycling with me because she couldn't grip anything with her right hand because it was in a cast and she was in a lot of pain, and that was sort of quite upsetting. It took a lot of time with the hospital visits, and we had to change everything we were doing. We took her out for some trips instead because we didn't go on we were going to go on a holiday to go bodyboarding and stuff. Of course she couldn't go in the sea, and so that all changed. So that was one little thing that happened. My son was actually involved in a car accident. Luckily he wasn't hurt, but his car was written off, which meant we then had to taxi him about a little bit because he was working, he had a summer job, and that was quite upsetting, and it took a lot of sorting out and still trying to sort the car and sort of toing and froing a bit with him and trying to organise lifts because we live in the middle of nowhere with not on a bus route or that sort of thing. So we tried to sort that out. We had a family pet die, which was really upsetting in the family. We also had some other stuff happen, some sort of private stuff happen in our family, which was pretty devastating, and also took a lot of getting used to. So everything sort of went pear-shaped. For the sake of how to say it, it just went pear-shaped. I still managed to do some cycling. I was going quite early in the morning because I was going on my own, and I was cycling to our local village and back, sort of getting a few groceries or seeing a couple of friends or organising a couple of things because I'm involved with some voluntary work with my church in our local village. So I was trying to sort those things out, and I was doing it quite early in the morning. So I did do quite a bit of cycling, but I didn't bother with Strava. I haven't bothered to do much YouTube because I was just so full on with all this other stuff, family stuff happening, that it just wasn't important. I just tried to get things done. So I still carried on with some cycling, and I still was trying to go to bed at a reasonable time and stuff. However, the food thing didn't go so well because I've been on the road and rushing around and everything. With the hospital visit, sometimes you just get where you can. It's not been the best. I could have done better, but I didn't. Life had just sort of thrown it at me, and I'm afraid I succumbed. I was still eating quite a lot of fruit and stuff, but I did end up eating some vegan junk food quite a bit in the holidays, which I wasn't planning to do. But I ate quite a lot of stuff in the garden as well. I ate a lot of potatoes and tomatoes and stuff in the garden, but I did have more junk food than I like having and that I had planned to have for the summer. All that being said, I have lost weight. My legs must have toned up with all this cycling, because I was looking at some photos from the summer holidays the other day, and there was a picture of a couple of my kids, and I went, "Oh, who's that?" And they went, "Well, that's you," because it was a picture of the back of someone. And I said, "Well, that can't be me, the legs are too slim." And they said, "No, it's you, your legs are toning." So I've still got a bit of a belly, but my legs are definitely toning. I'm hoping that it's gonna go from the bottom upwards, so it's gonna start with my legs and then carry on up through my torso and carry on, and possibly do something with my arms. So I have managed to do that. I've also managed in my head to come to grips with what I want to do with my life. And so my life purpose, I found it, my pure love, what I really want to do is I really want to go down my self-sufficiency route. That goes without saying. I've enjoyed spending as much time as I can in the garden. I want to actually up that, spend more time, grow more stuff, carry on trying to be more frugal, more environmental, and just grow more of my own vegetables. I've decided that I'm going to be a vegan, that's the word I was going, because I've been stressing out with what box I fit in. Should I be raw till 4 vegan? Should I be a fruitarian? Because I love eating loads of fruit, really enjoyed the fruit festival. You know, should I just be a vegan and eat whatever? What do I want to be? And the thing is, I want to be all of them at different times, depending on the seasons here, what I can grow, what I can get my hands on, what I can afford, because I'm on quite a low income here. I'm on a very strict budget. So I've decided I'm just going to be a vegan, and I'm going to be me and eat what I can when I can and just change it up a bit rather than try and fit into a box, because I'm sick of trying to fit into boxes. And also I have been inspired to be on my bike a lot more by a Harley, so I've got a lot more confident going up and down the road. It's either sheer down or sheer up. The going down, I do keep braking because I get quite nervous, which is not doing great because I do have arthritis in my hands, but I'm braking less going down now, and we've decided that we're not going to keep a second vehicle on the road. Now they've all gone back to uni, we're just going to keep the one vehicle, my husband's vehicle, which is four-wheel drive, because we live in the middle of nowhere. If we get rough weather, we're trapped. So we keep in that one, and we're not putting a car on the road. I'm going to literally bike everywhere that I can, and so we're going to see how that goes. So I have been inspired. So out of the bad, some good has come. We had a crazy week last week where we had 4 children going to uni, and each day we were in a different part of the country. So now that all that's happened and we're back and there's the 3 of us, I'm going to be concentrating on the garden and on the cycling and on Mother Nature and learning from nature, because it's amazing what you can learn from your creation outside. And I've got more voluntary work that I've signed up to do with my church, so I'm going to be very, very busy. I'm going to try and share as much as I can with you through some vlogging and videos, and I have got a few videos that I made through the summer that haven't seen the light of day because A, life was too crazy, and B, there were 7 of us fighting over the internet, and our speed's about 2.4 I think on a good day. The only word I've heard from my son from uni was that his internet speed was 75 plus. I was like, oh great. So hopefully now things will calm down and I'll be able to share a lot more with you. So thanks for hanging on in there, and hopefully things will get better. I hope your summer was great, and it was a lot better than mine turned out to be in the end, but out of all the bad comes some good, and I'm cycling loads and growing lots of food, so it's all good. So don't forget, thumbs up, and we'll carry on.